A Savannah animal rescue is seeking restitution after charges were dropped against a woman who dumped 15 kittens at the rescue. We first reported on this back in July, but there's been some changes in the case since then. We talked to Meshuggeh's Emergency Animal Rescue about what happened.
Angels Vet Express and Meshuggeh's Emergency Rescue are seeking restitution after charges were dropped against a woman who dumped 15 kittens at the rescue back in July.
Almost 2,000. And we've got all that, every bit of that. That's our cost. That's at our cost to do that. Everyone had to be spayed, neutered, shots, taken care of, plus the time of taking care of them.
In July, Heather Coots of Andrew County drove to Angels Vet Express and Meshuggeh's Emergency Animal Rescue and dumped 15 kittens out of her car and left them in the parking lot.
This lady threw out 15 cats and kittens, little bitty kittens, and then she tried to run over 3 of us, which she was never charged with, and drove off and almost ran over the kittens. We caught the 15. There were several others that obviously died because we never did catch them.
Gary Silverglatt is the co-founder of both and said she also tried to run over the kittens and a few people in the parking lot. Andrew County sheriffs found Coots at her home afterwards, and charges were filed against her.
We were hoping that we'd get prosecuted. She endangered the animals, she abandoned the animals, which is the biggest thing we fight for.
But recently, those charges were dropped against Coots in a plea agreement. The Andrew County Prosecuting Attorney's Office says Coots pled guilty to Class C misdemeanor and animal abandonment and was fined by the judge.
We've talked to our attorneys, and what we will do, we will file a civil penalty, take it to court for civil court, and we will try to do that. She's responsible. She threw out all these cats, left them to die.
But Silverglatt is seeking restitution after the costs incurred for medical care for all the kittens.
I went to court and seek restitution to take care of these animals. By law, since we're a licensed facility, we have to spay, neuter everybody, give them all their shots before we can adopt them out. We've got almost $2,000 at our cost to take in her animals that she was irresponsibly bred and then threw them out, to left to die. If we hadn't been here, luckily, that night and seen her, there would have probably been many of them die.
He wants more punishment for people who abuse and abandon animals and hopes for harsher consequences from now on.
The next court date is October 18th, where the judge will make a ruling on what the woman will pay in restitution if she is said to owe anything.